Scrapbookers, it's Katie Scott, and we are in the middle of doing my 16 great-great-grandparents, and I got a comment that not everybody's enjoying this, so sorry about that. I will be back to regular scrapbooking next month. I also got a comment that that someone didn't like that I show, like, I'll film the whole thing and then I show you the layout, like at the end I film the finished layout and then say, like, look, here's where we're going, let's get started. So they were like, well, I don't even feel like I need to watch it after I saw the beginning. So if you if you have an opinion whether or not you like that, let me know, and I will, you know, do it or not do it based on what most people say. Okay, so I got together just a little, some supplies in a little page protector, and I'll just show you where we are in the album. So this is the great-great-grandparents, and I know if you guys are thinking this is long, I'm thinking this is long too, but I'm also thinking I'm really glad to have the structure of this album for my family history, because when I encounter things in the future, it's going to be really easy to go, okay, I know exactly where that goes. And also, I feel like I'm getting to know these people just because I go back and I just look at their life in particular, and I think it's just a really great way to you know, reconnect with your family history, if that's the sort of thing you want to do. If it's not the sort of thing you want to do, I'll be back to regular scrapbooking, I promise. And I think I have a layout that I filmed about a month or so ago that I switch it from unlisted to public, and so that will go up very shortly. So hope that helps. Okay, so we're going to be making the companion page to this page here. And it's another page where I don't have the photo. So, yep, it's true. I'm going to make the page anyways. So I thought I might use this beautiful paper from the Wildflower collection, and I can't remember who makes that. Wait, hold on. It's, I have more of it over here. It is made by We Are Memory Keepers, and I just think it's super pretty. Yeah, and then, so then after, we'll be back to regular scrapbooking, and I'll be doing pages with all this new good stuff. But most of these don't really, like this might be, I could use for the 1950s or something like that. But most of these read pretty current, so I didn't want to use this stuff on the heritage layouts. Okay, so let's continue. Yep, I say a lot, sorry. Okay, so I'm thinking, let's just see what kind of photos we have to work with. Not a ton. There's a little Harvey heritage. Here's it's actually an embellishment, but I'm going to use it like it's a photo because it shows a dirt road and a horse and cart, which is accurate for this. Sorry, just dumped the cat on the floor. Let's see what else we have. So I feel like this is a good time to mention I make these in real time, and this is also, this doesn't really seem to go with the rest of it, but this is just a little bit more about that Harvey settlement. So that's really what I'm scrapbooking, because I don't know a ton about John and Annie, except I know they had like a lot of children, like I want to say 9 or 10 children. So they were populating Canada. Let's just pull this this one out so I can refer to it. I like to just keep them in the album while I'm not working on them, so the cat doesn't get at them. Yeah, because she thinks everything is so interesting on my desk. Okay. So I like these to match, but not completely match. And when I was making this one, I knew that I wanted to, whatever kind of papers I used over here, I wanted to then go ahead and tuck them under some of the layers on this one. So I will do that. So let's just, one thing I need to do on this is cut off the little part that it says it's Kansas. So is it okay that I'm using a picture of Kansas on a layout about Canada? I think so. I think nobody's going to be the wiser. And what else do we have? I have the immigrant passenger list, and so actually Annie was not, she was born here. She was born 2 years after, so her parents were on that list. So we've got this, and gosh, I think that's about it. So not a ton. And I'm almost rethinking this giant piece here. And I'm also kind of rethinking this paper. So I'm rethinking the whole thing. These are just some things that I threw in my page protector to see if it would work. So also, if you're going to leave a comment, let me know what you think about, like, what length, and I know I've asked this before, but if do you like 15 minutes, a half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour? Like, how long do you like the videos? And I will try to accommodate. No total promises. Okay. So here's all the rest of the pages. And what I've been doing with these is just either taping the information to the back of the layout, or I've been just sticking it in the page protector right behind it, or putting it in an 8.5 by 11 page protector. So these are some of the printouts from Ancestry. So I'm just going to put those to the side for now. Okay. Okie dokie. So I'm just, oh, that's pretty. I think I might like that better than the dark. This seems to, I think I like this better. Maybe. I like the dark, but I think I like that lighter bit a little bit better. And so, also thinking about whether or not did I use that on another one? I need to go look and see if I did or not. Hold on. Hey scrapbookers, I'm back. My desk is messy, but that's okay. It's okay for me. I hope it's okay for you. Yep. So I think I want to do what I call the vertical split, and this is a little over 6 inches. So I'm just wondering if I want to do it this way or that way, because they'll sit together in the book like this. So I like the idea of putting Annie's name up here, and then I think I'll put her name on something, and I'm going to mat all these little photos. So let's see if I can. Well, I like her name over here too. I'm good with that. Okay, so let's see if I can figure out a way to arrange these photos. So I'm sorry if you're tired of these videos about the heritage scrapbooking. Yeah, I'll be back to regular scrapbooking. I will. Don't worry. It'll happen. Okay. Then I'm just feeling like this is really out of place. But I do like the idea of including this information about Harvey settlement, and although it is a little repetitive to this one, so let's just tack this to the back. So it's still in the album, but I don't have to. Yeah, it just looks out of place, doesn't it? So there we go with that. Now, this paper kind of coordinates with this. Well, it's the same, it's from the same pattern. It's from the same thing. Okay, I do think I want to cut this. Well, that fits. What do we think? Maybe cut this down just a little. I don't know. Not sure. I think a little bit wouldn't hurt. So it was 7 inches. Yeah, let's cut it down to about 5.5 or 5 3/4. I'm just gonna say 6 inches, but I've got that extra strip, so this will cut the page in half. And I really like this. I like the vertical strip. The vertical split is what I call it. So I have a Pinterest board that I call vertical split. I think about there looks good. Yeah, so sometimes I get really thrown when I get a negative. It wasn't even that much of a negative comment, but I'm like, oh, huh. So partly these videos I do to, because I want you guys to like them, but I also do them for my own, I actually just get a kick out of making them. Like, I think I just like to talk while I'm creating, which I think is not most people's inclination. So, and I also, I just, I don't actually want to carry on a whole conversation, but if I can just have, my mouth running the entire time, which I gotta tell you, in like real life, I would never, like if I went to a crop, I would never talk my head off like this. Like I probably wouldn't even say anything. Because I don't usually go to crops and I wouldn't know that many people. But I wouldn't want to like bother anybody or, monopolize the conversation or anything like that. Or I wouldn't want to bore anyone. Like I'm always pretty concerned with that in real life. But I figure with the videos, it's lovely because if you think it's boring, you can just like go to the next video because there's a zillion of them out there. And I don't say that to be like any kind of a way. I just really, it gives me a little freedom to feel like I can just talk as much as I want. I know. And then for the people who enjoy that, they can stick around. And then for the people that don't, maybe they don't watch at all, or they just, kind of fast forward and jump around to the part that they like. That's sort of what I do when I watch, process videos. I don't watch a ton of them. I watch Chamel's sometimes, although I haven't watched for the last couple weeks. But I'm glad that she's doing them again. I think that's great. And I've started watching that Hello Jilski. And I'll actually watch her whole video because she, it's condensed. It's fast forwarded, which I know I always complain about. I don't like those, but maybe I do. Girl can change her mind, right? And, all right, let's get some of these things matted. Just with tiny little mats. Okay, I don't have a lot of things here. Just 3? It seems like I should have more than that. I do. I know I do. Hold on, wait. Okay, so I got online to find a picture of Annie. And I did find a picture of her mother, but I've already made a scrapbook page about that like a long time ago. But I found a story about Annie and John. Yay! Remember I was like, I don't have any stories about these people. So it's all about how John dies. And so the pictures are still going to go over here on my layout some way, somehow. But I'm going to go ahead and write the story in handwriting over here. So let's just get some of these stickers with the rest of her name. So this is like her whole name. And I just got everything on wax paper. I put these together the other day while I was homeschooling my son. We were doing exponents in math. And there's one problem. Like we got all, we were doing it really well and getting everything. But there was one problem that neither one of us could get. And we tried for like a good 40 minutes, like a long time. And then, so I had my husband look at it, and he couldn't get it either. And he, he's really good at math. He's better. I'm good at math, but he's super good at math, So, yeah. So we're all going to give up on that one. Just go on with life. And like, other than, some unknown future standardized test that my son might have to take, I think he'll be all right. So, yeah, and this is going to be a story of, I'm going to write it down and then I'll read it to you. But I think she died of a broken heart. So I might bring some hearts into this layout. Just kind of centering this because they both died in 1891, and like he died of some mysterious cancer, and then she died like 10 days later. Isn't that weird? And she wasn't even like all that old. Yeah, 'cause she was like 10 years younger than he was. Okay, I'm going to go get the story and write it down, and I'll be right back, and I will read it to you. Okay, I'm back, and I've written the whole story out, so I'm going to read it to you. The daughter of William Messer and Allison Brown, born in 1839 in Harvey, christened March 6, 1840 in Harvey Settlement by Reverend Daniel McCurdy. She married John Wightman, son of John Wightman and Mary Davison, on February 9, 1858. John was a farmer in Harvey and was Presbyterian. From Centennial Corner, the Daily Gleaner, which I guess is a newspaper. John Wightman of Manor Sutton is nearing death from a peculiar disease. Some time ago he was treated for cancer, had an operation, and it was thought that the terrible disease was past. But some of the cancer has been left and caused a rupture of one of his facial arteries, and he bled almost 3 quarts of blood. It is apparent that the next drainage will cause death, and his friends are dreading the time. Gravestone in Harvey Settlement Cemetery says, in memoriam of John Wightman, died August 23, 1891, age 62. His wife Annie died August 31st, 1891, so I added, that's just 1 week later. Age 52. Like, she's only 52, and she wasn't, like, having a cancerous bleeding of the face. So I wonder how she died. They had the following children: Alice Isabel Wightman Mowat, Mary Wightman, who died as an infant, John Alexander Wightman, Mary Ann Wightman Moffat, Elizabeth Wightman, who died at 11 years old, Eleanor Wightman Grieve, Margaret Jane Wightman, who I think died at 27. I should write that down. So she wasn't married. So 3 died, probably before their parents. Elizabeth Wightman Willett and Sarah Elena Sadie Wightman Grieve, who is my, I should write, Who is my great grandmother? Okay, so let's get to, and I did post, I got another message from the same poster who was saying they weren't really loving this heritage stuff. But I posted a layout that I did forget at Scrap, so I hope that tied you over. Yeah. Hope it does. Please come back. Okay. So let's just do some tiny mats on these photos and a little bit of embellishment, and then we will call this one done. So you can really kind of get into a rhythm with these, but and I found, so all of that stuff I just read, I found on a genealogy site called History Earthside Carrollton CA Harvey Genealogy. And I just Googled like my ancestor's name and got to that place. So, you know, not every ancestor is going to have that kind of information, but it's really nice when it does, because then, you know, all of that's already done for you. I like that. That a lot. Okay. Let me get these matted, and then I'll see about what kind of embellishments I want to use. And I do want to use this thistle, because maybe I'll just use it right here. I know it doesn't really match this stuff, but the thistle is like a Scottish thing, and while they weren't from Scotland, they were from the northernmost county near Scotland, so I wanted to get it on his page, but I couldn't figure out where, so that's good for me. I'm good with that. Okay. So the Renaissance Fair is in my town, and we're maybe going to go tomorrow. But my daughter also wants to go to church tomorrow, which means that's a lot of stuff in one day. But we'll see. Maybe we'll make it to both. Yeah, bring that in. So what else can I tell you? What else can I tell you? Okay, so movies I want to save. I want to see the one with Tina Fey that's like Whiskey Foxtrot Tango or something like that. I'd like to see that. And I can't really read those, but there they are. Boy, that's an ugly page. I really feel like I need, like, I would really enjoy having something that, like a picture of a human on this, but I'm not sure I'm going to find one. So they're just kind of generic pictures of Harvey, which seems pretty boring, right? But honestly, I am kind of ready to, just like that poster, I'm the commenter, I am a little bit ready to move on to the next thing. How do I like that? Nah, I don't really like it. How about this little thing? I forgot about this. Yeah, he'll like that even less. Blah. I feel like I need another picture. But again, I don't really have one. So let me see if I can... What can I do? What to do? I feel like this stuff needs like a piece of vellum or something so that it mutes the paper just a little bit. And I also want to say somewhere like died of a broken heart. Okay, this might work because there's the story. That feels pretty awkward. Okay, let's start again. Alright, let's just start sticking things down. That's what you do when you can't decide what to do. Is just get over it and start working. Okay. I don't feel like this is going to work. Yeah, that's super awkward. Okay. Maybe this goes down here. Oh, I just can't get this to a place that I like. That's horrible too. Let's mat everything here because I think part of the problem is 2 of the 4 things are matted. So, yep. Let's mat the other things. Just the tiniest of mats. Okay. And then one more. And just got this whole scrap bin of stuff that I've been using. So I used this on the other page, so I'll use it again on this page. Okay, it's not totally matted. But I feel like that's matted enough. Alright, let's see if that helped any. Ooh, I've been talking for a while. Okay, so I just stuck all those things down. Yeah, I know. It's not perfect. It's fine though. But I did want to highlight the story. So, I want to say, died of a broken heart. And I'm thinking that it might be cool to put that in like letter stickers. What kind of, okay, so maybe bring in these letter stickers from this page. So just for a little repetition, died of a broken heart. So, and they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 children. 9 children. She probably died of having 9 children. But let's, I like the idea of died of a broken heart. And so let's find those letter stickers. They're just in a little drawer nearby. And I'm not going to use the white ones on that because I don't think they'll show up enough. I think I'm going to use these yellow ones. Except I don't really have any other yellow on the page. Hold on again. So I have, these are my color options. I could color them with a Copic marker and make them maybe gray. Because, yeah, they're totally not going to stand out that way. Or I could color them red. That might be a good option. And get those Copics out. And that's just, I usually like to just test them on, I like to test the color on a Z or an X. So, looks like I already tested something out on that. Just to see if the color is going to become the color that I want. There's some sticky on there. But I'm going to have to deal with that. Yikes. Okay, so that's, yeah, that looks fine. So did I tell you we're going to have a yard sale? Yep. So I have to get myself like all ramped up to do the yard sale. Because you know that's like a huge ordeal. It is. So we're doing kids' clothes, and then I think I'm going to, or kids' stuff. And my daughter's giving me a whole bunch of stuff. She has no problem getting rid of things. But my son usually has more of a problem getting rid of things. But he's giving me some things too, and we're going to work some more. I think he's on board. So I'm just coloring in the letters, like died, and then of. This is funny. Okay, well let me go ahead and do this and I'll be right back. Okay, scrapbookers, I think I might have finished the layout while I was gone. But I wrote, died of a broken heart. 3 of her 9 children died. She died 8 days after her husband. And so this one isn't, I feel like the thing that's missing, okay, so then I added some leaves onto his because hers has, there's a lot going on in that pattern paper. I almost feel like the pattern paper is quite enough. I thought about putting a heart on this layout somewhere and I just couldn't figure out a place for it. Yeah. So the one thing that I feel like is missing on Annie's page is any gold. Because there's a little bit of gold here, a little bit of gold here. Let's see what we can come up with. So here's, I guess I could put this here and have the little thistle growing out of it, but I really don't think that helps any. Do you? I think but I also feel like a little something is needed, like some kind of an embellishment feels like it's needed. Here's another flower. Here's that heart that I kind of like looked in different places and even thought of putting it there, but I really do like the thistle. Yep, I do. So the heart isn't going to go on there. Yeah, let me just try one more thing. And then if that doesn't really work, I'm going to just call it a day. Okay. I've got this. I don't think that works either. Okay, I'm looking. Yeah, I think that might just be done. Here's the, okay, this might work. So here's like this golden banner. And I've used that same golden banner over there. I think it's a Teresa Collins thing that I got like a ton of, I think at the last scrapbook yard sale at, how is that? If I do that, I feel like there needs to be a circle behind this, behind that. Let's see if we can find the circle. Just a subtle something. I don't know if color-wise this is going to work. I don't feel like I have aqua anywhere else. Let me just see if I can, although I'm like at that point where I'm like, but it looks like it works, so why not? I could do this. I think that works. It's so huge though. It's like bigger than I would like. Alright, let's do the Goldilocks thing and keep looking. So I like this idea. How about this? This could work. Even though this says yes, the thistle will cover up the yes, I think. I don't think that looks very good though. Alright, let's keep looking through my little book here. I think I have another page of circles. I think I do. Some more different flowers. I really like the thistle though for this. So I'm pretty committed to that. Oh, here's something. Well, see how that one looks. That's kind of cute. That gives it a little circle behind it. All right, that's gonna do it. So there. We're going to do just like that, and I'm just wondering if I should bump it up, but I think I don't want to do that. I do think it needs a little more adhesive, so I'll just scoot that under there. Out a circle. I don't know why I like this so well, but I really do. Alright, I know. I feel like not perfect, but good enough. Pretty good. It's alright. Okay. So here it is. Here's the detailed shots of that. And I should have, now I'm officially like halfway through this great-great-grandparents, the great-great-grandparents project. So there's going to be 8 more layouts. I will try to photograph these tomorrow and get the pictures of them up on the blog, because I feel like you can always see them a little bit better. My blog is called Kiss and Tell Scrapbooking, so yeah, maybe check in after a couple days over there and see if I've posted them, and stay tuned, because I will do other. I will continue to do, everyday scrapbooking, but I just wanted to dive deep into this project, so that's what I've been up to. Yeah, I go through phases where I will, do a bunch of this family history stuff, and then I won't want to do it for a while. But it's fun. Give it a try or don't give it a try. Thank you for watching. Thanks for bearing with me. I'm not going to put the end result at the beginning of this video. So please do leave me a comment to say if you want to see the finished layout in the beginning or if you would rather wait till the end. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.